Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that... You know what? Sure, Tatsuki tits fix everything. Except my husband's ass fixes everything. Wait, what? Anyways, let's just hop right in. Oh, fuck. Hang on, I got it. Looks like a buffet was set up while I was gone. A bunch of tables have been centered in the middle of the room with assorted meats and veggies on top. Most of my friends are sitting with plates full of food. There you are, Hiroyuki. What took you so long? Were you dropping a monster log in there? Hold on. He has no filter. He was born drunk and he does not have a filter. We are in a social setting. Tatsuki. We are in a social setting. Please refrain from talking about that while there is food present. My face flushes red. I hope you got it all out of your system. We're gonna have to fill back up again. Hey, wait a sec. He immediately grabs a plate and starts piling food on it. Want anything specific, Hiroyuki? The dragon roars loud enough that it gets everyone's attention. Hiro, we've been waiting for you to come out of there. Once you've got a plate, we can finally start eating. Huh? You guys were waiting for me? That's right. We weren't going to start eating without the guest of honor. Here, I made you a plate. He hands me a mountain of food disguised as a plate. Thanks. Don't mention it. Hey, I'm sitting up at the bar. Would you like to join me? Looking around, it seems most of the available seats have already been taken. Alright, I guess it's as good a seat as any. Don't order him around, Tatsuki. Hiroyuki can sit wherever he wants. It happens to be one of the only seats left, dumbass. Fat oaf. Good for nothing cat. Wow, these two got pretty close while I was gone. Kinda reminds me of the way Tora and I used to fight when we were kids. Come on, Hiroyuki, don't leave me waiting. I'm coming. I follow Tatsuki up to the bar and sit beside him. I'm glad you're finally here. It was lonely being all by myself. It was only 10 seconds, dude. Exactly, the loneliest 10 seconds of my life. Well, at least he's happy I'm here. That much is clearly written all over his face. Hey, Pops, let's get some drinks coming. Yeah. Midoriya's and their sake. The old horse shakes his head while pulling out a large glass. What do you have? Hey, that's not my regular mug. Pull out the extra large one. What? The old man rolls his eyes. Of course. How could I forget? He reaches into a nearby cupboard and pulls out... Oh my god. The largest drinking mug I've ever seen. I thought he was just going to pull out a bucket. Tatsuki. I'll have the regular, Pops. And how about you, young fox? Are you drinking too? Me? No. I don't drink alcohol. Images of my father pass through my mind. The horse shrugs his shoulders. Besides, I'm still underage. Suit yourself. How about some oolong tea? That actually sounds really nice. I always loved oolong tea. Coming right up. Pulls out a smaller glass and pours me some tea. Now, come on, live a little, Hiroyuki. Well, At that moment, the sound of someone tapping glass echoes from where the rest of our friends are. I hope everyone is having a good time. I'd like to propose a toast. To Hiroyuki's return. Welcome back, hero. Cheers. Cheers. The sound of glass echoes throughout the restaurant. After the toast, I gulp down some of my oolong tea. Ugh! Girl, I'm drinking Pepsi. That's not a joke. Like, I am drinking Pepsi right now. Like, it's right here. so satisfying. Hit me with another round, Pops. Did you just... That wasn't enough, hero. I'm a dragon. Before he even finishes laughing, he lets out a long burp. Give me some more, old man. Tatsuki thrusts his special mug in the air, demanding more alcohol. Wow. Tora wasn't kidding. He's quite the heavy drinker. I feel my heart sink a little. I hope he can handle it better than my father. I surprised myself when I realized I've eaten through most of that food mountain on my plate. Take the opportunity to actually get what I want this time by heading to the buffet while Tatsuki is busy. Juichi and Shun stand in line behind Tora next to the ribs. Nearby, Shin has his face buried in a book, seeming to ignore the party surrounding him. Everything looks so delicious, I'm not sure what to get.
They prepared quite the buffet for us, huh?
I don't know what to get, so I'll just take the stack of ribs. Don't take all the ribs, Tora! Tora! On second thought, I think I'll wait. Things look like they're about to get messy. There you are, Hiroyuki. Hiro was wondering where you went. Take a seat. I've got some questions I want to ask you. But first, I'm gonna check to see if everyone's eating well. Be right back. Tatsuki lumbers off towards the rest of the group. Hey, kids! Are you eating well enough? Why am I moving like a fucking claymation? No, that's not a joke. I am like moving like a claymation. I'm just gonna turn on the webcam to show you what I mean. Like, I am moving like a fucking claymation. Yeah. He dances around, getting chuckles from our friends. From where I'm sitting, I can tell Tatsuki has the biggest grin on his face. Huh. Maybe I'm worrying for nothing. He seems a lot more lively with alcohol in his system. That's saying something too, since he's always been an outgoing guy. Shut up, you dumb oaf. I think it's time you went back to your seat, Tatsuki. Kyoji's face is kept in that permanent smile as he gently pushes the big green dragon back my way. There you go. Try to take it easy, my friend. It's hard to tell with Kyoji's face, but I'm pretty sure he's winking at me. I leave him in your hands. I trust you can handle it. You can count on me. I've dealt with this kind of thing before. Kyoji claps his hands together. Excellent! If you need me, I'll be right over there. He laughs under his breath while walking away. I, like, move while I talk. It's fun. While I watch, Tatsuki angles over in his chair to get a better look at me. Now, where was I? You had some questions you wanted to ask? Yeah. Hiroyuki, what's it like in Osaka? It's those kinds of questions. Well, I guess I should expect it by now. Well, there's a lot of buildings and people. Honestly, it's nothing special. What are you talking about? I always thought it'd be a really weird place. Hey, Pops, can I get a pitcher of whiskey on the rocks over here? More alcohol? Coming right up. Well... I try to continue the conversation. It may be a strange place, but it's where I live now. Besides, Minasato's pretty weird too. You think so? He starts leaning in, apparently engaged in our conversation. Even sitting down, Tatsuki's quite huge. I'm completely hidden to my friends on the other side behind him. Yeah! This place is weird, dude. I mean, take a good look at yourself. I didn't think it was possible for you to get any taller, but now you're saying you're over 2 meters? Yeah. I had a growth spurt in high school. I weigh about 1 50 kilograms now, too. I didn't realize it, but... Pops, you know what's next? Bring out the hard stuff. Alright, I'm turning off the camera. But do you see what I mean? Like, I move while I talk. Bring out the hard stuff. He somehow managed to finish that picture without me noticing. Hey, are you sure you can handle all that sake? Pshaw, of course I can. I am a dragon. We're built for this. I'm just saying, you've got quite the belly, man. That's because I'm bulking up for my job. Carpentry is hard work. Hey, I've got an idea. You should come over to my house sometime. I work during the day, but we usually finish up in the late afternoon. You can come over whenever you feel like. Especially during work hours. I'll give you a tour while I'm working. His slurring seems to get worse. Oh boy, this is a drunk suggestion, isn't it? Not that it doesn't sound like fun, but I don't want to be a nuisance. I remember your father's short temper. I closed my eyes momentarily. Memories of his dad chasing me out of the Midoriya household run through my mind. Well, let me deal with that. You have nothing to worry about. Seriously though, if you want to visit, don't hesitate. All right. I'll see about dropping in sometime. He can be quite pushy when he wants to be. My eyes roll in their sockets, so I turn my attention back to my tea. I know that look. You want to see my muscles, don't you? Without warning, he jumps to his feet and starts flexing his biceps. Okay then. Woo! Wah! Like what you see. Hang on, I'm gonna push my microphone back because I'm clipping. He holds one final pose, trying to make his best bodybuilder impression. Uh-huh, sure. I mean, I like guys, but... There's a limit to how much I'm willing to put up with. At least I'm not all skin and bones like you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I get it from my seat too. Immediately I feel Tatsuki's huge hands grip my arms, like checking to make sure. Dude, stop. What's with you right now? You're not usually this grabby. Nah, you just need some weight training. I don't think he's listening anymore. Check out my pecs, too. They're pretty amazing. Okay, this is starting to border sexual harassment. Kyoji, we need an adult. Wait, we are an adult. Kyoji! Juichi! We need adultier adults! Tatsuki grabs my hands and places them on his chest. This is starting to get a little uncomfortable. Maybe I should just play along? Wow, you're right. They swell out so much, and these scales are so smooth. I notice my heart is pounding now. On some level, I think I'm enjoying this. On another, though, my mom buys a special kind of soap to treat her scales. Dad and I use it too behind her back. Then there's this nighttime gel we have, though it looks sticky when it's on. Okay, now we're getting into too much information territory. Pop some around! The old man walks over and pours more golden liquid into Tatsuki's mug. Is this right? He's gonna... What's your fur like, Hiroyuki? There's a glint in his eyes that immediately tells me what's about to happen. I've heard foxes have soft, smooth fur. What the fuck? Without hesitation, Tatsuki suddenly slips his hands under my shirt. Tatsuki, what are you doing? He begins to feel at my body. What the hell? My belly feels good too. He grabs one of my hands and brings it down to his stomach. Stop it, man! You're kind of freaking me out here. Don't worry, I don't mind. Now, was this a little bit lower? Still grinning and laughing, he grabs my other hand and shoves it into his pants. Tatsuki, that's enough! Let me go! What the hell do you think you're doing? That's it, I need to get away from him right now. Well, it looks like it's getting bigger. Wanna touch it? Okay. I hate to do this to a friend, but he's leaving me with no choice. Help! Somebody, please help! With a free hand, Tatsuki begins undoing his pants. He's way too strong for me to escape, no matter how much I struggle to break free. I can't shake his grip. It's only a matter of time before... Ah, crap. Guys, Tatsuki's at it again. Oh, god damn it. Not right now. Looks like we forgot to warn Hiroyuki about drunk Tatsuki. Well, are we just gonna sit here while Nishimura gets sexually harassed? This has evolved from sexual harassment to just straight up sexual assault. At least it's not me this time. Sotro, you're just a fucking victim. I'm starting to understand why nobody wanted to sit with Tatsuki. Hey, if you want it, don't hold back. Gets in closer and starts to whisper in my ear. Yeah, you can tie me up if you'd like. Konosuke, get the rope. Alright, Tatsuki, put both hands behind your back where I can see them. What? I'll get you tied up real nice, just the way you like it. You'll never take me alive! Can you type that loud mouth of his too? Before I even realize what's happening, Tatsuki's wrestled to the floor by Juichi. Now, Tatsuki, we wouldn't want you running off. Kuya, you tie up his arms, I'll handle his legs. What about his tail? I got it.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't think that's a good idea, Shun. From the way the guys tied him up, it looks like they do this all the time. That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. There's no way that rope is coming off without their approval. All Tatsuki can do is wriggle around in shame. There, that should do it. I'll take it from here. Juichi grabs a part of the rope and begins dragging the Tatsuki bundle out of the restaurant. Is he gonna be okay? Kept guzzling down alcohol. I didn't know what to do. This happens more than I'd care to admit. Give him an hour and the buzz will pass. Let's try to enjoy the rest of the party. Sorry we didn't catch that earlier, Hiroyuki. We couldn't see you very well sitting behind him. We really should have warned you about that. He'll hit on anything with a pulse when he gets enough drinks in him. Hiro, make sure you never get in a car with him behind the wheel. I should probably keep that in mind. Do they just straight up have a Tatsuki protocol? That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. As much as I hate to say it, he should be in jail, probably. Or at least in rehab. Put his ass in Alcoholics Anonymous. I should probably keep that in mind. For being the oldest one of us, Tatsuki really has a lot of growing up to do. Hey guys, we're still in the middle of a meal. Feel free to rejoin the party. Pops, don't serve any more alcohol tonight. What my friend means is, don't serve any more alcohol tonight, please. I hear you, crazy kids. Hey, cheer up, Hiroyuki. Tatsuki never remembers anything he does when he's this drunk, so try not to dwell on it either, okay? Huh? Does this really happen that often? I wonder if anyone has tried talking to Tatsuki about this. And take another look around the room. Everything's been shrugged off as if nothing happened. I might have to be the one to do it. Can we just put Tatsuki in Alcoholics Anonymous? My mind wanders to the one I've been avoiding thinking about so far. Tatsuki. Oh boy. I was hoping I could forget that, but I don't think I can. It's crazy though. Everyone else just brushed it off like it wasn't a big deal. I don't remember him being such a... It has to be the alcohol. How old is he again? No, it doesn't matter. There's no excuse for that. Even if he's old enough to drink, I can't get over the way he acted last night. I need to talk to him about it. Doesn't look like anyone else is. Walk out of my room and glance around the hall. In the kitchen, I see Grandma is busy making breakfast. Grandma, do you still have the phone number for the Midoriya residence? What was that, dear? I can't hear you too well. I get closer so I don't have to yell. The smell of what she's cooking is delicious, but my mind is busy with other things. I need to call my friend Tatsuki, but I don't remember his phone number. You used to have a list of all the phone numbers in Minasato lying around somewhere, didn't you? Oh, that's right! She continues to stir the pot in front of her, but points a finger down the hall. I think we left it in the drawer underneath the phone. Okay, thanks, Grandma. I bow before continuing my search. By the way, Hiroyuki, are you staying for breakfast? I'm preparing rice and miso soup. You used to love this when you were younger. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Think about the call I still need to make while looking back down the hall, then face Grandma once again. But I may need to pass this time. This is a pretty important call I need to make, and I'm not sure how it's going to go. Is something wrong, dear? No, it's fine. There's just something I need to take care of. Grandma gives me a look of deep concern, and I have to look away in embarrassment. I don't mean to lie to her, but I would prefer if I prefer it if I handled this on my own. Okay. If something's wrong, you can always talk to me. Thanks, Grandma. I will. I'll try to save you some of this for later. I don't know how long that will last with your grandfather around. It's alright if he takes my portion. I'll just have to... I give Grandma a wink and a thumbs up. Pay him back later. I'll be sure to tell him that. Good luck with your call, dear. I wave at her as I walk to the phone sitting on the table in the entryway. This little booklet looks promising. Here we go. This should be Tatsuki's number. Place the booklet on the table and pick up the phone. My fingers tremble while trying to input the Midoriya family's phone number. Come on, Hiro, you can do this! It's just Tatsuki. We grew up together. I've been to his house countless times. Why is this so hard for me right now? Hang on. I take a deep breath and swallow my fear, then muster the courage to finish dialing. Hello, this is Midoriya residence. Hi, this is Hiroyuki Nishimura. Hiroyuki, oh, it's good to hear from you again. Mrs. Midoriya, is that you? Yes, it is. How are you doing, sweetie? We haven't heard from you since you moved to Osaka. I'm doing fine. The big city is quite different from Minasato. I make an awkward laugh before trying to clear my throat. Is Tatsuki available? I need to talk to him about last night. Oh, I heard you boys had a wonderful party. I hope Tatsuki behaved himself. Yeah, he was fine. It's just, I paused for a moment to think of what to say. I really don't want to tattle on him to his mother. I forgot to ask him something. Yeah, that's it. Very convincing, Hiro. I can tell him you called, but he's busy with work right now. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. He's working as his father's apprentice now. Ugh. Working for Tape Midoriya. What a scary thought. His lunch break is coming up soon, though. If you'd like, I can tell him to meet you somewhere. I stopped to think about my options. Was it really that bad? I'm fine after all. Just a little shaken up. Hiroyuki? Hiroyuki. I am going to say this in the kindest way possible. You do need to talk about it with him. You absolutely need to talk to him about it. Don't just let it sit there and fester until it becomes impossible to actually talk about. So, just meet up with him and talk to him about it. If he gets pissy, he gets pissy. Boo fucking who? Yeah, I know, it is easier said than done sometimes. That is speaking from experience. It is easier said than done sometimes. However, it is something that does need to be done. He probably was just playing around, nothing to take too seriously. And yet, everyone kind of shrugged it off. It seems to happen a lot. That can't be healthy. What do I do? I want to help him, but I don't want to make such a big deal about it. What's the correct answer? I think I know what the correct answer is, but... yeah. Actually, Mrs. Midoriya, I think I'd appreciate it if you did that. On the plus side, if I meet him somewhere else, I won't have to set foot anywhere near their house. And possibly interact with Mr. Midoriya. Can you tell him to meet me in the park? Sure, Hiroyuki. What time should I tell him? Anytime is fine. I'm planning to explore the town today. If he's free for lunch, I'll try to be around the park by noon. Alright, sweetie. It was good to hear from you again. You should come visit sometime, okay? Sure thing, Mrs. Midoriya. Bye. Goodbye. Okay, so it's decided then. I'm meeting up with Tatsuki at the park sometime during lunch. That gives me a few hours to wander around town. Probably not have enough time to eat breakfast after all. Grandma, on second thought, I think I'll stay and have some breakfast with the two of you. Do we want to make Juichi happy? Please? They stare at me expecting an answer, but I already have something I need to do at noon. I'm sorry, guys. I have to meet someone in the park really soon. No, don't apologize. You're a guest here, and you only have so much time in Minasato before your vacation is over. I understand. Yeah, it's totally cool, dude. There's a lot of work to do, but we've dealt with worse before. Go do what you have to do. Though, don't forget about a site. I expect you to visit every day. Every day? That's right. Now get out of here. Go enjoy your vacation. I bow my head to them. Thanks, guys. Tell Torihiko I said hi. We will. I wave at them and leave through the front door. Every day. I find myself waiting patiently on a bench in the Minasato Park soon after. Memories come flowing back as I look around the old yet familiar scenery. There's that old gazebo, the seesaw. Hey, and the sandbox I used to play in all the time. I'm glad that thing's still around. I smile to myself as I look back up at the road. Huh. Still no sign of Tatsuki. Pull out my phone to check the time. 12:30 noon. I wonder how long his lunch break is. Lean back on the bench I'm sitting on and stretch out my arms. Not intending to, I begin to yawn. I hear a faint noise grow louder in the distance. Turn to look in its direction and see a cloud of dust forming around an approaching green figure. I think that's him! Okay, Hiro, just take it easy. It's only Tatsuki. Tatsuki over here! I sit up slightly from the bench and wave to get his attention. He runs right up to me out of breath. Hi, Ryuko, what's up? You don't have to yell, Tatsuki, I'm right here. It was hard convincing my dad to let me go. So, what you need? Ma said you forgot to ask me something important last night. This is it. Just tell it like it is. Yeah. I can feel my heart beating like crazy. Why is this so hard? So about last night. Yeah, that was some party, wasn't it? He cuts in without giving me a chance to finish. Ooh, what was your favorite part? Mine was when we took that group picture. Jeez, he's not gonna make this easy for me, is he? He looks back down at me with a smile. Tatsuki, you can take a seat next to me if you'd like. Don't mind if I do. That was quite the workout I just had. Hear the big guy plop down next to me, then give out a long sigh. It's nice to get a break sometimes, you know. Yeah. Come on, Hiro. He's right next to you. Just come right out and say you doof. I close my eyes for a moment. You little brat. I work all day. Put food on the table. And this is the thanks I get? Dad, you're lucky you're still in school. When you get to where I'm at, you'll understand. It's the only way to... Hey, Ryuki? I open my eyes once again. Tatsuki's leaning forward on the bench with his elbows on his knees. Sorry. Yeah, I like the group photo too. Let out a deep sigh. This isn't going the way I pictured it in my head. He's either trying to avoid the topic, or genuinely doesn't remember a thing he did while drunk. It's nice to be back in Minasato. Hey, yeah, I recognize that face. There's something else on your mind, isn't there? It's why you called me out here, after all. What's up? I have to try. Maybe if I try bringing it up low-key. No, it's nothing much. Look at him and give the best smile I can. You just got a little annoying last night is all. What? What's that supposed to mean? Well, you see, it's a good thing I didn't open with anything too strong. You kinda got on everyone's nerves last night dancing around. Think I saw you pile a whole lot of food on Shun's plate too. Don't you think you went a little overboard? A Sarah's hero, that's what they's all about. Nah, I guess it's okay, you've been gone a long time after all. And someone has to liven up the place, you know. He gives me his trademark goofy grin. I'm more than happy to be that guy. Everyone loves it when I get a little sake in my system. But besides, you have to admit it's fun getting into spontaneous wrestling matches, right? Something tells me I'm not going to get through to him this way. You're seriously calling what happened last night a wrestling match? I used to win those all the time, but now everyone learned how to take me down. It's not fair when they gang up on me. But as long as everyone's having fun, I'm happy. All I can do is sit here staring at him dumbfounded. Anyway, I'm glad last night was a success. I can't wait for the next time we're all together again. Yeah. Damn it, Hero, stop putting this off. Who's to say this isn't going to happen during the next party, too? Tatsuki, Hold that thought, Hero. Tatsuki reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out a small clock connected to a chain. It's already been that long? The dragon jumps off to the bench and starts sprinting towards the park entrance. Tatsuki, wait! No time to explain. If I don't get back in time, my father's going to kill me. Even though he's yelling, the sound of his voice gets quieter the farther he runs. See you later, Hiroyuki! Before I'm able to process what's happening, he's already out of sight. Drat! I plop back onto the bench in defeat. This didn't go as planned. I don't get it. Why was this so hard to do? I keep telling myself, it's just Tatsuki, but... What if I'm overreacting? I mean, it's not like anything bad happened. Hiroyuki. You're not overreacting. Hiroyuki, you are not overreacting. Something bad did happen. What I think is going on is you're trying to rationalize it in your head. However, it's not rational. What happened was not okay. I'm just a little shaken up, I guess. Nothing too serious. It could have been worse. Yeah, I think I'm just taking this too seriously. If it happens regularly, then it must not be a big deal. Why am I feeling this way when nobody else seems to be? With a shrug of my shoulders, I get up from the bench and start walking towards the street. I'm sure it's nothing. He probably needs a sake to deal with work stress. Just like my dad. Feeling reassured, I leave the park and head to the corner market to pick up a quick lunch. It's been years since I've enjoyed the quaint ambience of Minasato. I enjoy my meal on the sidewalk outside while watching the small town go about its daily business. After finishing, I throw the trash away and continue my exploration walk. River or shady path? Hiroyuki. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about, otherwise it's just going to happen again. You need to bring it up. Wait, was it that? I can't remember, or they're messing with me, aren't they? The point is, he just thinks it's wrestling. And that's not okay. All that was hard to read. It was genuinely difficult to read. But I'm going to keep going. I don't just want to stop another series because I'm uncomfortable. No matter how hard I try, nothing's coming back to me. Sorry, guys, I can't remember.
It's okay. It's not like there was that big a deal or anything.
In spite of saying that, he seems a bit disappointed I can't remember his childhood trauma. I don't think I've ever tried this hard to remember something. Not even for an exam. Oh! Did you remember yet? Nope. I got nothing. Try saying that with an innocent smile. Give me some slack here, guys. Shun clicks away at a gaming device. Clearly, my forgetfulness is getting on his nerves.
You sure forgot a lot when you moved away, huh?
Ah! It's right, Hero. We were pretty young at the time. No, we don't forget things like this! Is there another part to the story that sticks out? Maybe I just need a little help. Shun momentarily puts the handheld down and points a finger across the river.
It happened right over there.
It was a really hot day like this, too. Torihiko was scared of the Bond Festival ghosts, so we came out here to relax a bit. Wait a sec, Torihiko? Ghosts? No, that's too vague. Who knows how many situations I've had with Tora being afraid of ghosts. Could it be that one time? Oh. Yep, I remember now. Jeez. Awesome. Funny how memory works. We're just speedrunning right now. Are we following Kuya or talking to Kyoji? Are you okay, Mordex? No, here's the thing, because I know I'll be fine once Hiroyuki actually talks about it with Tatsuki. I'm going to talk about my husband. The dragon. Torihiko Sotaro. Already Tatsuki's route is hitting a little too close to home. Already it is hitting too close to home. Candy store or park? I think we need to go to the candy store. Okay, Mordex, hopefully you have a better day, night, hopefully you have a better time zone. Whatever time zone you're in. Hopefully your time zone gets better. I don't know what time of day it is for you, but hopefully it gets better. So you still like coming here, eh, Tatsuki? Here he goes talking about alcohol again. Dad says the same thing, that it makes him feel loose. Just this one time, hero. No need to freak out. You two don't get along anymore? It's not that. I just can't carry on a conversation with him. I wish he'd give me a little more to work with. Thinking about it, they don't really have much in common. Tatsuki's incredibly extroverted, whereas Shin... Man, never mind. There's no use dwelling on it. And since you're here, want to buy something? I'll treat you. Huh? Is that okay? Sure, pick out whatever you want. Yay! Oh, Tatsuki, you don't know what you've gotten yourself into. In that case, I'll take this, and this, and this. What? Hey, now, don't spoil your dinner. It's fine, sweet stuff goes into a different stomach for foxes. You're such a liar. That's totally something Konosuke would say. I smile as I add more things to a handbasket for Tatsuki to pay for. Thanks, Tatsuki. My wallet lives to breathe another day. I feel less bad about taking advantage of Tatsuki. I feel less bad about taking advantage of him. Are we going to hide? I think we gotta hide. Because this is a Kyoji event. Run away! Huzzah! Almost panicked, but then I remember where Grandma's phone book is. Opening the drawer underneath the phone, I pull the book out and look through the pages. Here we go! This should be Shun's number. I place the booklet on the table and pick up the phone. My fingers carefully input the Kodori family's phone number. Can't help but be curious as to what Shun wanted when he called. I shrug and finish dialing the numbers.
Yeah, shh. Kodori residence, this is Shun.
I smile as I hear my friend's excited voice. Hey Shun, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Here's his breath hitch, and what sounds like I'm fumbling with the phone. Probably trying to cup the receiver with a free hand.
No, not at all, actually. I called earlier hoping you could join.
I can practically hear the giddiness in his voice over the phone. Am I really that popular right now? Last I checked, I was only mildly attractive. Aren't you just inviting me over to try and kick my butt at Street Combat 2 Turbo, are you? Here's a soft snicker, which brings a grin to my face.
No, unless you want me to.
My grin widens. I can hear that competitive streak in his voice.
Actually, a few of the guys are here. We all have kinds of snacks, and we have all kinds of snacks and soda, too.
I don't want to assume that this was rushed together just for me, but Shun seems a little too enthusiastic there. Perhaps I should poke him a little more. I don't know, Shun. I'm a little tired today for some reason. I can hear his groan before he even makes a sound.
You're gonna make me beg, aren't you, hero? Fine, then.
Oh, fuck.
Please?
My resilience gives out as his pitch rises, and I can't fight the wide, toothy grin that spreads across my face. Alright, but if you try to pull off that ancient console, I expect to have left side screen privileges.
I promise not to use those stretchy arms either.
I can't help but laugh. Okay, I'll head over now. See you soon, Shun.
See ya, hero. No, not that one.
I chuckle as Shun hangs up the phone in a hurry before replacing the receiver. Placing the phone book back, I close the drawer and walk to the living room. How did it go, dear? My grandparents look up at me, ears twitching. It was good. Shun wanted to know if I could hang out with him today. I'm going to head over there now. A smile comes to Grandma's face and she nods. Oh, that's splendid timing. Your grandfather and I will be going into Kazanari today. Yeah, I heard you might have had nothing to do. I smile back at them and shake my head. I'm sure Shun has a big day of fun planned for me. Said something about some of our friends being there too. Well, have fun, but don't get into trouble. I grin and give them a playful salute. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I turn on my heel and march towards the door, the sound of my grandparents' laughs behind me. Stepping into my shoes, I look back over my shoulder. I'm leaving! Don't you think you should probably shower first, dear? I stopped my tracks, giving another embarrassed blush before kicking off my shoes once again. Grandma's right, though. In my excitement, I didn't take into account my presentation. I suppose that wouldn't hurt. As I walked towards the bathroom, my grandparents failed to hold back snickers. I smile as I wash myself, massaging the shampoo into my fur. This is probably for the best. I'd hate to turn up all stinky after having taken a morning run. As I continue to shower, I hum softly to myself, trying to imagine what Shuna's planned for me. Should be interesting. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Unfoxes your stinky. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.